Every day, billions of people use YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, Google, and social media platforms to learn about the world. These platforms appear neutral, but are they really neutral? This video explores epistemic violence in the digital age and asks a simple but important question. Whose knowledge counts? The issue is epistemic violence. Epistemic violence occurs when certain forms of knowledge are treated as legitimate while others are ignored, erased, or marginalized. Today this affects indigenous peoples, minority language communities, and many cultures in the global south. When their languages, histories, and traditions are underrepresented online, their knowledge becomes less visible and less influential. This issue is rooted in colonialism. Historically, colonial powers imposed European languages, education systems, and knowledge structures while dismissing indigenous knowledge. Walter Mignolo calls this the coloniality of power. Even after colonial rule ended, Western knowledge remained dominant. Today, English dominates scientific publishing, internet content, and AI training data. This shows how historical inequalities continue in digital spaces. Different cultures understand knowledge differently. Many Western institutions prioritize written evidence, formal credentials, and scientific expertise. Many indigenous communities value oral traditions, community memory, and relationships with the land. This reflects different worldviews. For example, an algorithm may prioritize academic articles while overlooking indigenous oral teachings. Power is concentrated in large technology corporations. According to Manuel Castells' concept of the network society, those who control networks influence culture and knowledge. Companies like YouTube, Google, Meta, and TikTok influence what people see every day. Communities with fewer resources, smaller languages, or non-Western knowledge systems are often marginalized. One tension is between universalism and cultural diversity. Some people argue that there should be one standard for evaluating knowledge. Others argue that different cultures possess valuable knowledge systems that deserve recognition. Another tension exists between globalization and cultural sovereignty. Should cultures adapt to algorithms? Or should algorithms adapt to cultural diversity? Many communities are resisting epistemic violence. In Canada, Indigenous communities are creating language apps, online archives, and digital education programs. This is an example of resurgence. Globally, Maori communities in New Zealand are revitalizing Indigenous languages through digital tools. K-pop and African music have also used digital platforms to challenge traditional cultural dominance. These efforts are forms of decolonization. Before taking this course, I assumed that technology was neutral. I believed algorithms simply showed people what they wanted to see. However, concepts such as epistemic violence, coloniality of power, cultural sovereignty, and network society changed my perspective. I now understand that technology also reflects power relationships. The digital world is not only about access to information. It is also about whose knowledge is valued and whose knowledge is ignored. Epistemic violence did not end with colonialism. Instead, it has taken new forms in digital platforms and algorithms. The challenge today is not simply preserving cultural diversity. It is ensuring that different knowledge systems can survive and flourish on their own terms. Ultimately, the question is not simply who has access to knowledge. The deeper question is, whose knowledge matters, and who gets to decide?